Hello, I'm going to show you how to install Ravage today. Now, I've done a video on this before, but Ravage has changed slightly. It now requires the CBA add-ons. I'm going to show you all the steps required to get Ravage up and running, and everything I mention, there'll be links in the video description below, in the order in which I mention them. So, first of all, I'm going to open up my web browser and have a look at the main Ravage discussion page. It's on the Bohemia forums. Link in the description. Now, it's a long page with a lot of details on it, but down the bottom there are links to Google Drive, Armaholic, and 6 launcher, Play with 6, whatever it's called. These are all locations that you can get Ravage from. And there is also the Ravage wiki here. Now, the wiki will always be updated, and it will always have details of the latest version and links as well. But today I'm going to download it from the Armaholic page, because Armaholic's quite familiar, and it's a central place for getting ArmA mods, add-ons, etc. Now if we go right down the bottom of the page, down, yep, there's a link there. Click to download the Ravage mod. So clicky, down it comes. And through the magic of television, I've already downloaded this. So here it is in my temp folder. Ignore the fact that my windows and everything is black. I'm just going to open the Ravage zip file. Inside there's that folder, and inside that there's @Ravage. Very important. I'm going to click and drag that out. I'm using WinRAR, you can use other archivers, it doesn't matter. And the @Ravage folder, I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to go over to my ArmA 3 folder, which in my case is on DSteam, Steam Apps Common, ArmA 3. You may have it in the default location on your C drive, which will be in C program files x86/steam/steam app/common/ArmA 3. Anyway, I'm going to paste @Ravage in here. See that? All mods begin with an @ symbol at the start of their folder name. And that's the main part of Ravage installed. Now, Ravage also requires the community base add-ons, CBA. CBA is a very common mod thing. I'm just going to get it from Armaholic here. A lot of mods use this, so there's nothing weird about downloading it. Anyway, I'm going to open up the zip file for that, drag out the @CBA A3 folder that's in there, cut again, and go back to my ArmA 3 folder. And paste that in there beside the @Ravage folder. Now that's it, Ravage is now installed. The only thing left to do is to set up a set up a preset in the ArmA launcher. So down to Steam, and I'm going to launch ArmA 3. This will bring up the ArmA 3 launcher. There we go. Now if I click over on mods, it will show me all the mods that are in there. Now I've got a couple of extra ones, like Cup, Terrains, Core, Maps, and Essiker. Just put a tick in the ones you want. Community base add-ons and Ravage. They're both showing under loaded mods. Now you can create a preset. I've got a couple already, I should have cleared those out. I'm going to create a new one called Ravage Mod. Saved. Okay. So if you go down to play, you'll see this drop down arrow and it gives a list of all the presets. I made Ravage Mod, so that's the one that I'm going to use. You can select play without mods to just quickly play without any mods. So anyway, we're going to launch Ravage Mod. And ArmA 3 will start up quite quickly because I've got a nice PC. Now, you see this background image here looking out the window? That's built into Ravage. If you see that, you know it's loaded. You'll also note down below there's a CBA and a Ravage logo. I'm going to go into single player, scenarios, Ravage mod, Altus. Ignore the multiplayer saves manager, that's only necessary if you're doing multiplayer. I'm going to select restart because I already had a game. You would just select play. It's important to know that every time you make any changes to CBA or Ravage or whatever, you should start a new game. Trying to resume a new save when you've added another mod or an add-on or whatever will create problems, because ArmA tries to save the status of your game with all the mods you have loaded. So if you add new ones, try to resume a saved game, you ain't getting nothing. So always restart if you make changes. Anyway, I'm going to show you one more thing because it's relatively important. I'll just get the game loaded here. It takes a little while to start up. There's the Ravage logo coming up. Sound started, and oh my goodness me. Well, these fellas look like they've drunk an awful lot of red wine, and they've spilled it all over their clothes. This is where you will begin in the game. Get out. The actual location of this is randomized, so you'll start in a different place every time. And there's a dead fellow lying there. He will give me his gear. Anyway, the important thing relates to saving. I'll show you that in a second. Don't let those close. Yep, there we are. Everything's running just fine. Now, when it comes to saving, don't use the normal save on the menu. Instead, on the main keyboard, press 00, main keyboard. 00, you'll see this menu appear. Quick save, save game. If you use the main menu save, it will only work once, and then you won't be able to save again. If you use this quick save, you'll be able to save as many times as you like. Oh yeah, the other option on there was color filter. So if you turn it off, it turns back to normal colors. I prefer the one that Alex has added. It's got that murky post-apocalyptic feel to it. Anyway, when you're going to leave the game, it will save automatically. So if I come to go back into a game, I select resume. And I'll be right back where I left it. And that's all there is to installing and running Ravage. It's not hard. Just make sure that you copy the @ folders and set them up on a preset. Anyway, any problems, let me know in the comments. Good day.